Alright, so if you'd like to come round, sit back onto your heels there for me, and then just reach all the way up towards the top end of your mat. And let's start to gently pull your body along the ground, rolling down the shoulders, lifting the chin. And let's draw on up into your cat stretch, rounding through your shoulders and back. Taking your head and your tailbone away, and then sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, let's draw the body to pull on up, lifting the chin up, and then draw up into your cat stretch, round up through your back, up through the shoulders. Take the head and tailbone away, and sitting all the way back down upon your heels. Again, let's bring the body to pull on up. And now let's curl the toes, sending your hips back and drawing your head down through your arms. Come on forwards into a high plank, and then bending your knees and sitting back to your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull on up, roll down the shoulders, lifting the chin, curling with your toes, lengthening off into a nice long downward facing dog. Into a strong high plank, and then bending your knees, sitting back down onto your heels. And again, bring the body to pull on up, curling with your toes, lengthening all the way off into that long downward dog. Forwards into a high plank, and bending with your knees, and sitting back down upon your heels. Again, bring the body up and through. Curl the toes, lengthening back and down. Draw forwards into a strong high plank, bending your knees, sitting back down onto your heels. Couple more times there for me. Drawing up and through, warming up the upper body, curling the toes, lengthening all the way along the back body. Draw forwards to a strong high plank, and then bending your knees, and sitting it all the way back. One more time, bring the body up and through, and then curling with your toes. We'll remain in the downward dog now. Just slowly take one heel down, and then the other heel down. Spreading your fingers nice and wide to the earth, looking up towards your belly, and just letting your neck, just let your neck and your head rest down through your shoulders. Alright, and as you're treading down, just notice maybe how one leg compares to the other. Maybe notice how the lower back feels for you today. And then let's come on down onto your knees and placing your right foot forwards. Taking your right hand down to the outside of your right foot. Let's bring your left arm up and over, looking up towards your thumb. Bring that hand downwards towards the floor. Curl the toes, lift up the back knee, and raising your right arm, looking on up. And release the knee back down. Come on up with your upper body. Feel free to have your knee back a little bit further than I have if you want to take a deeper stretch. Raising both of your arms high to the ceiling, taking your right hand back behind the left, lifting the chin, and trying to squeeze out the space behind your head. Trying to keep your arms as straight as you can, getting that stretch through the shoulder girdle. And then letting your arms down, let's move back upon that back knee, dig the heel in, extend out through your tailbone, press with the center of your chest. And then let's round up through your back, come on up onto your knees, we'll take a little bit more stretch into the side body. Clasping your fingers nice and high to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, press out a little through your waist. Draw your arms up and away from your breath in, breathing out, little side body bend. Bringing it all the way back on up, letting your arms all the way back on down. Let's step forwards with the left foot. And just taking down your left hand to the side of your left foot, taking that right arm up and over, looking up towards your hand. And let the hand down, curl the toes, lift up the back knee, and raising your left arm, looking on up. Letting your knee back down upon the floor, raising back up again. Again, feel free to have your back leg a little bit further back than me if you like. Raising both of your arms, taking back your left hand behind the right, chin lifts again, shoulders drawing back. Take some nice deep breaths. Try not to hold your breath when we're stretching. Letting your arms down, moving onto that back knee, dig the heel in, drawing your toes back, arching out through with your spine a little so the back line becomes a little bit flatter if you can today. And then we'll round up through the back again, and we'll come around onto your back. Okay, now today as we get going, I'm going to be working with the circle. Right? Now, please don't worry, if you haven't got a circle, you're watching this on YouTube, then just maybe use a band or maybe use your ball. You can always just, again, work something else in, or we're going to be able to do everything without the circle anyway. Alright, so those of you who've got one, just have it down towards the side of you. It's ready to use. Let's come back onto our backs, place your feet flat onto the floor, and let's just begin here by working your lower back. Just a little forwards and backwards, loosening out the lower back. And then when we settle so you can get your hand quite comfortably underneath your lower back. Bring your shoulders to come up and down a few times. Roll them up and down. And then walk the shoulders down and away from your ears. And then just wriggle out the neck. So just really feel that you've set up a bit more space around the upper line of your body. We've just drawn the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out of your mouth, draw the navel back to the spine. Connect with that third layer of abdominal muscle in. So again, that lateral thoracic breathing here. So as we breathe in, rib cage widens, but your tummy remains flat. And then as you breathe out, pulling up on the pelvic floor, engaging through that midline of your body. Again, let's take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out of your mouth, connecting through the core center. One more time, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, connecting through the core center of your body. Now I'm going to start us off today with our ab prep. So if you'd like to bring both of your hands back behind your head and let your elbows draw back to the earth. As you breathe in through your nose, nodding the chin. As you breathe out of your mouth, raising your upper body. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, drawing the navel back to the spine as you lower back down. Breathing and nodding the chin. Breathing out, engaging with your core, lifting from the center of your chest as you come up. Breathing in to stay, then breathing out, drawing the navel back to the spine as you lower back down to the floor. Breathing in on the chin, breathing out as you engage with your core, raising your upper body. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. Now, if you feel like it today, we can also include the circle. So I'm placing it between the knees, having the feet just a little bit wider than the hips. breathing in, nod the chin, and then as we come up, giving a little squeeze onto the circle. Breathing in, let go, and then breathing out, squeeze again as you lower yourself back on down. Breathing in, nod the chin, breathing out, a little squeeze to the circle as you come up. Breathing in, let go, and breathing out, a little squeeze to the circle as you lower back. Again, breathing in, nod the chin, breathing out, squeeze onto the circle as you lift. Breathe in, let go, and then breathing out, a little squeeze to the circle as you lower yourself back down. Again, breathing in, nod the chin, breathing out, squeezing onto the circle as you raise your upper body. Breathing in, let go, and then breathing out again, squeezing it as you lower back down. Now if you're feeling stronger, let's come on up with the feet. Okay, so the feet line up with your knees and the knees line up with your hips. As you come on up, breathing out and squeezing, breathing in, let go, and then breathing out and squeezing. So if you have a ball but not a circle, then you could do the very same thing with the ball between the knees. Breathing out as you lift, breathing in, and then breathing out, squeeze as you lower back on down. Breathing in, nod the chin, breathing out and squeeze as you come up, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze as you lower all of the way back down. Last one coming up, breathing in, nod the chin, breathing out, a little squeeze as you lift, breathing in, and again breathing out, a little squeeze as you lower all of the way back on down. Okay, now if you have a circle, I'm going to place it to the back of the head this time. I'm going to draw in a little bit of usage for your biceps. So I'm going to place both of your hands on. Now what we're going to do with the legs is take it into a heel dig. So if you don't have a circle, okay, really don't worry. You can use your, you don't need to use anything basically, but you could use, if you have your ball, underneath your hips, all right? Feel free to use that. So as you breathe out, we're going to lower a heel downwards towards the floor, press onto the circle, breathing in to release back up. Breathing out, engaging the core, dig the heel in, and breathing in to draw back up. So really again, you've got to concentrate on engaging with the core. Okay, and again, what I would say here is don't try and push the heel away too far. Okay, so there's something going on with the upper body as well. If you find it too much, if you find that you can't focus on what you're meant to be focusing on, take one thing away. Breathing out, breathing in. So, like I always say, is knowing your body, knowing how you feel today, and if it gets a little bit too intense, just dial it down just a little bit, and that's okay. Breathing out as you dig down, breathing in back on up. Again, breathing out to lower that heel away, breathing in back on up. Again, breathing out, dig down, breathing in back on up. Again, breathing out to press, breathing in back, 2 more if you can. Breathing out, engaging with the core, breathing in. 1 more. And breathing in. Let's just land those feet back on down. Take the circle away. Now I'm going to bring us all the way back up and bring us around onto our knees. Now I'm going to work a version of a press up with the circle beneath the body. Now if you don't have a circle, feel free to do your forearm plank. We're going to be holding for 20, or we're going to be dipping for 20. So I'm going to leave that up to you. Now you can use the smooth side of the circle, or you can use the handle. And I'm going to place it, I'll show you from the front. I'm going to be placing it between my ribs at the top, okay, and coming downwards. So it's not on my belly, and it's not right up at my chest. It's in between that area. If you don't like it, do the forearm plank, all right? Because it is sometimes it's quite intense on that area, so feel free to leave it out if you don't want to. So we're going to come out, this time on our hands if you're using the circle. Now you can do this on your knees, of course, or you can raise the legs and push out through your heels, keeping a straight line with your body. As you dip in, breathing in, as you push up, breathing out. You're looking ahead towards the top end of your mat, breathing out to push back. Breathe in, out 3, in, out 4, in, out 5, in, out 6, in, out 7, in, out 8, in, out 9, in, out 10, in, out 11, in, out 12, in, out 13, in, out 14, in, out 15, in, out 16, in, out 17, in, out 18, in, out 19, and in, out 20. Alright, gently come on down. Take the circle away, just bring it to the side of you, and just lay yourself all the way down onto your belly. Okay, now we're going to come just into a little bit of a shoulder releaser. So I'm going to take one hand out and along the floor, gently roll upon that shoulder and tuck your knees in, and raise the opposite hand up to the ceiling if you can. Now, as I always say here, the head can be up or down. That's going to be your own personal preference. And then coming all the way back round upon your belly, and we're going to take it the other way. So just tucking those knees in, raising the opposite arm, leaning back into the shoulder, just working into a little bit of a chest opener. It's really stretching through your pectoral muscles. And then coming all the way back down upon your belly. Okay, now for our next one, I'm going to take the circle and place it just over your buttocks, basically. Now, if you have a band and you don't have a circle, okay, you can use the band and lift up from the back of the body. We are going to be lifting, if we can, the circle. But what I want you to think about here is please don't tuck your thumbs underneath. Try not to lift it up like a tray, okay? But we want to hold on to the sides of the circle and we want to lift it away from the body. And this is going to draw in usage for your triceps. But first of all, nothing to do with the band or the circle. Just let your shoulders drop down into the floor. And to begin, breathing in, peel back both of your shoulders. As you breathe out, just lifting your upper body without lifting the circle, just free up the body. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower your shoulders back down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back. As you breathe out, engage your core, lift and hover. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, let's lower the shoulders all the way back on down. Again, breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in and breathing out and lowering. This time we'll come up with the circle as well if you can. Breathing in, shoulders roll back. Breathing out, gently lift the circle off the back body. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower, let your arms back down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to lift the circle off your back body. Keep looking down at the floor. Breathing in to stay. And breathing out to lower. Let your arms back on down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage your core and lift. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out to lower. Shoulders back down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, then breathing out to lower, and we're letting the shoulders back on down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as we lift, breathing in to stay, and breathing out to lower, letting your shoulders down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out, engaging with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower, all the way back down. Last one coming up. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to lift up your upper body. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out to lower all of the way back on down. Okay, now whilst we're here on your belly, let's just bring one heel in towards your backside. Tilt the pelvis, squeeze backside, just taking in a little stretch there for the front of your thigh. And then release, and we'll swap legs. Bring the other heel in, tilt the pelvis, squeeze the backside, lift the knee a little if you can. That leg down. Gently draw yourself back on up and come around to a seated position there for me. Alright, so we're going to work into your roll back here. So very carefully going to work our way down through the back again. I'm going to work in with the circle in just a moment. Okay, I'll put that in as an option. But sitting yourself up nice and tall, relax down the shoulders there for me. Take a breath in, let your ribs widen. And then as you breathe out, let's pull back through your belly, curve your lumbar spine, stop at halfway, breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core and drawing back up to seated. Breathe in through your nose, ribs. Breathe out through your mouth, rolling your way down through your back. You can stop at halfway or you can lower it back to the floor. Breathing in, breathing out as we engage with your core and come back up. Alright, so keep going back as far as you want to. If you have a circle or if you have a band, I'm going to hold on and I'm going to put my palms on either side of the handles again. Now as I go back, breathing out, I'm going to roll my body back. Gently breathing in and then breathing out, engaging with your core and coming slowly back on up. Alright, but feel free to put that circle down if it gets too much. Deep breath in, breathing out. Now keeping the head off the floor but maybe taking the circle above the face. Breathing in and then breathing out, peeling all of the way back on up as we come back to seated. Breathing in, breathing out. Now can you squeeze a little on the circle on the way down? Breathing in, breathing out. And then gently drawing your body back on up. So just on the way down, a little bit of pressure on the palms. Deep breath in, breathing out. A little squeeze with your palms onto the circle. Take the circle above the face, maybe breathing in. And then breathing out, concentrate on peeling all of the way back on up. Deep breath in, breathing out, a little pressure on the circle as you go back. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging, peeling the body all of the way back on up to seated. A couple more. Deep breath in, a little pressure on the circle on the way down. Breathing in and then breathing out, engaging the core as we draw up. Last one, deep breath in, breathing out, a little pressure as we go back. Breathing in and breathing out, engaging with your core and drawing all of the way back on up. Good. Alright, now we're going to work in with the circle onto your side. So today, okay, lots of bits. I might not do all of it, in which case I will talk you through, okay? So I'm going to place one leg inside of the circle and the other leg's going to go up on top. Alright, we're going to lengthen the body out and along the floor. So So if you don't have a circle, just have your legs side by have one leg up into the air, and you're going to do the same thing, but again, just without pressing. So from here, we're going to take that top leg to press down and release back up. So breathing out as you press down, breathing into release. And again, breathing out, engaging the core, breathing into release. Again, breathing out to press, breathing into release. Again, engaging the core, pressing on down, breathing into release. And again, navel back to the spine, press and release. Again, breathing out to press, release it back up. And again, engaging with the core. So you're really going to switch that on. You're really going to think about all these things going on together. And release. Again, breathing out to press down. Breathing in. One more. Alright, now if you can, you're going to stay up. Again, if you haven't got a circle, this is quite a lot to ask. So feel free to go to a double leg lift. If you can, you're going to lift up that bottom leg and release it down. So breathing out, lift it up. Breathing into lower. Breathing out to lift and into lower. Again, engaging the core, into lower. Breathing out, belly pulls back, into lower. And again, breathing out to press, into lower. That's it. Feel free, like I said, if you haven't got a circle, you're going to do a double leg lift perhaps for me instead. And lower. Alright, last one. Then leave the bottom leg alone, but bring the top leg inside the circle. And this is where you can take a single leg lift, or you're going to press on the inside of the circle, resist, and down. Again, so you're just pushing on the inside circle, resist, and down. Again, breathing out to press, into lower. Again, breathing out, pressing away, and lower. So you're going to feel this working all the way up into the hip. It's going to all the way come from the side of the knee up to the hip, working all the way along that IT band. Breathing out, press, and lower. And breathing out to press, and lower. Again, little resist, and lower. Two more, and lower. One more, and releasing it down. Alright, taking the circle away, and then if we can come on up onto your elbow and getting ready for your side bend. So your knees are drawing forwards of your body, and then as we get ready to lift, engaging with your core, pulling on up, letting your arm reach over past your ear, and breathing in as you lower. So really locking into that central line of your body, lift, reaching it across, and lower. Alright, so as you go up, breathing out, pull up, lift. Those of you who'd like to come up onto your hand and your foot, lining up your hand through to your foot, knees and chest open. And then as we come up, pushing through the legs, snapping them up together if they will, breathing out and reaching up past your ear, breathing in as you lower. So as you go up, engaging with your core, lift, nice side bend through the body, breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out, pressing, lifting, reaching over, breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out, pull back through the belly as you lift, side bend, hips drawing forwards, and lower. Two more there if you can. Breathing out as you lift, into lower. And one more, big push. And lower. Alright, let's gently move that around to the other side. top leg going on top when you're ready. It might take me a bit longer to get there. All right, you go ahead. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll talk you through. All right, so lengthening out and along the floor. So you've got your top leg on top. All right, if you don't have a circle, you're just going to be pressing down into mid-air. So as you press down, breathing out, breathing in to release it back up there for me. Okay, so just getting in a little bit of work there for your inner thigh. So you're working on that top leg. Okay, you're pressing it downwards, getting that resistance work coming in. As you press down, breathing out and engaging with your core, breathing in to release it back up. And again, breathing out as you press down and breathing in to release back up. So really working on that resistance, okay? So that first one, you're pushing downwards, breathing in to release it back up. And again, breathing out as you push downwards and releasing back on up. All right, one more. Okay, then you're going to get ready to bring the inside leg up on the inside of your circle. Really self-explanatory, okay? So those of you who don't have a circle, you could do a double leg lift here. All right, so as we lift, we want to draw up the leg on the inside of the circle, so you're pulling it up to the bottom one, up to the top one, and releasing it back on down, okay? So you're breathing out to lift and in to lower. So really open up the chest, remember, keep your chin up. The arm, if you can, if you haven't got any shoulder issues, wants to be out and in alignment there with the rest of your body. Breathing out to lift and in to lower. Good. One more there, please. And then your last one there, you're going to put your leg on the inside and you're going to press it upwards and release it back down. Okay, so you're working that resistance, pressing upwards and lower. Those of you without a circle, you're going to go nice and open with that top leg. All right, so extending away. Same for everybody. Breathing out to press the leg up and breathing in as you lower it back down. All right, so again, really brace the abdominals. Make sure that you're getting the abdominals working with the movement. Making sure you've got the breath working on the hardest part of the exercise, which hopefully we can all agree is when that leg goes up, okay? A couple more if you can. So you're breathing out to resist, breathing in to lower. One more. And dropping your elbow in to come underneath your shoulder, opening back, lifting the chin. When you're ready, coming into our side bend. Breathing out, raising up through the waist, and a stretch all the way over towards the ground. Breathing in, always if we can, keeping that arm nice and long, so really stretching away and lowering it back down. You can stay on the elbow today. We'll all feel it in the same way, all right? The only difference is when we come up onto the hand and the feet, you're going to have to take a little bit more weight through the elbow and through the shoulder and the wrist. So when we come up, breathing out, reaching, and breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out to lift and into lower. All right, so really pushing well, keeping that chin lifted, shoulders back, and breathing in as you lower. And again, engaging through that central line of your body, stretching out from the waist and in as you lower. All right, you can snap your legs in together. I'm nearly there, not quite yet, and lowering back down. Everything else works though. All right, like I always say, there's always something that you can do when you turn up to a practice. Whether it's a 5-minute practice, whether it's an hour, alright, it's always something that you can do. Press and lower. 2 more if you can. So breathing out, engage, lift. Breathing in. Last one. So breathing out, you're pressing, reaching, stretching, and breathing in as you yourself around to seated there for me. Or coming into a little stretch here. So if you'd like to bring your right foot towards the inside of your left leg. And then if you'd like to bring across your right arm towards your left leg. If you have any issue with the knees today, take both legs straight. Change legs. And again, taking your left arm across. Drawing the body back on up. Now we're going to come down onto your back for the 100. Alright, so it's always very much feel free to make this yours. Don't feel that you have to do the whole thing. Okay, we're going to go without the circle this time, but have it close by because I'm going to use it afterwards. So have your knees bent there first of all. Find your neutral spine. And then bring, if you can, your legs up, one and then the other. Maybe if you can today, straighten your legs, but if you know you need to keep your knees bent, that's fine. We can come up with the head and shoulders, that feels good, or you could rest your head back, maybe on a little block, okay, or a cushion. If you don't need to support the neck today, then patting the air by your side. Now let's start to set up that breath pattern, breathing in nice and deeply, fill up the lung space. As you breathe out, pull up into your core. Maybe shut your eyes, go inside and focus. Use it almost like your Pilates meditation. Deep breath in, strong breath out, and that connection coming through with your core. We're going with 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 4, 45, 46, 47, 8, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 4, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 5, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 5, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Gently bring it all the way down. And then either using a band or your fingers, okay, hold on, or your circle. So if you have your circle, you can put your foot inside of your circle. The other leg that you're not using can either remain up or you can take it all the way down. And let's just ease that leg in for a hamstring stretch. And then let's take the leg open to the side, keeping the opposite hip down. And bring the leg back on up. Let's change your feet over. and taking the leg a little out to the side. Taking away the circle, bending your knees so that you're able to find the heels. You're going to come up into your shoulder bridge. So let's take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, imprint your lower back and peel your hips up and away from the ground. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower your back carefully back on down again. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, working your lower back up and away from the ground. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower your spine nice and carefully into an imprint and back to neutral. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, rippling through the spine, come up onto your shoulders. Breathing in, and then breathing out as you lower your back down really carefully. Okay, now this time, if you're okay with it, peel the back all of the way up. When you get to the top, your buttocks are switched off, your ribs are floating down. We're going to come to an alternating hip lift. So as you breathe out, let one hip bone come slightly higher than the other. Breathe in to change. Breathing out, lift the other hip bone. Breathe in to change. So you can lay your fingers upon your hip bones if you want to, and just feel that you've got a very subtle lift, and then we change. You want to feel the deep strength of your transverse abdominis muscle and your internal oblique muscles around that middle part of your body, your waist, so that as you lift, you're not inclined to just really use the obvious muscles, which here would be the glutes. So as we come up, breathing out, lift into lower. Again, breathing out as we lift into lower. Belly pulls up as you lift into lower. Engaging your core, lift and lower. And again, breathing out to press and lower. Okay, finishing off your last one. Take a breath in. And then breathing out to lower your back all of the way back on down. Okay. Now, gently bring yourself back on up to seated again for me. And I'd like to work a little today on rolling. Now, I know this can be a little tough, all right? And if you find it's too much today, I'm going to encourage you to go back to the roll back that we did earlier. I'm going to start off by using the hands and the elbows. So what we're not going to do is throw ourselves back on the floor, and we're not going to leave ourselves high and dry on our backs either. So I'm tucking the feet in towards a little, hands are down by my side, and as I roll the body back, rolling along the spine, and then gently pressing the body back on up. Alright, so nice and safe. You're going to breathe in to go back, and breathe out to come forwards. Alright, so using the hands, using the elbows, and bringing your body back. Keep going. So what we want to try and find is we have a nice smoothness with the back as we roll back. So we want to try and feel, just like the roll back and the shoulder bridge, that we're using each and every part of the spine. So if you feel like you've got a little bit of gapping today, you're not quite meeting the ground, feel free to stay with what you're doing. You don't have to make it any harder. Now to make it a little bit harder, you can hold on to the front of your shins. So then as you roll back, breathe in and breathe out to come back up. Breathe in to go back and out to come back up. Alright, so that might become a little bit harder. So again, just be careful if it feels like it's a little bit too weighty on your back. Again, go back to using the hands. Alright, if anybody else wants to go up into the extension with your leg line today, taking your legs away and coming up into your open leg rocker. Alright, so you take that on today if you need to. Otherwise, stick with one of the other two that we've been working on today. So breathing in to go back and out to come forwards. Alright, finishing off your last one. And coming back on up. Very nice. Alright, now I'm going to work into a bit of rotation work here with you, and I'm going to use the circle. So for this exercise today, okay, we're going to be rotating and turning, okay? And when we do so, we want to try and keep the circle in alignment with the front of your body. If you don't have a circle, you can do exactly the same thing with either your hands in a prayer position, we turn, or you could take your hands one on top of the other and we turn, alright? Feel free to sit anywhere you like, okay? I've drawn it here like this today, but you could, again, arrange your legs anywhere you like. If you're using a circle, I've got my hands on the outside, my thumbs are off, okay, so I'm not holding on, the hands are lengthened away. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, a little bit of a squeeze on the circle, take the body around, looking into the top edge, and then breathe in, no squeezing as you come back to the middle. Breathing out, a little bit of pressure on the circle as we turn, and then breathing in to draw it back round. Good. And again, breathing out, a little pressure on the circle as we turn, and then breathing in, draw yourself back. And again, breathing out, a little pressure as we turn, and breathing in to draw the body back. Again, engaging with your core, squeeze a little as you turn, and breathing in to draw back. Good. Sitting nice and tall, follow the circle, breathing in to draw back. And again, breathing out, little gentle turn, breathing in as we come back. And again, navel back to the spine, breathing in as you draw back. And again, breathing out, engage with the core, breathing in as we draw back. Again, breathing out, little squeeze, breathing in as we draw back. Again, breathing out, little squeeze to turn, breathing in as we draw back. And again, a little pressure, and turn. Alright, last set coming up. Breathing out, we turn, breathing in and back. One more, and breathing in and back. Alright, letting that circle down. Okay, so I'm going to dedicate the last little section of your practice today into opening up the neck and the shoulders. So get comfortable. If you need to, sit up on a block. If you need to, legs out in front of you. I'm going to start off with the right arm coming across the body, left arm's coming on and up. And we're going to go back to back with the hands, coming into your eagle arms and bringing both of your arms up. Don't meet, you know, you could go back to back with your hands, that would be okay. And then bring it back on down. Now palms facing each other, take your right hand over your left, and turn your hands back to each other, clasp your fingers and relax your arms. Start to gently bring your arms up. You could come up so the hands are facing upwards, that might be enough. You could come forward so the hands are facing away from you. You can come all the way back down and go for that full flexion. So this, you should feel a little bit more coming through the wrists, all the way up, just actually work all the way up to the shoulders, all the way up to the neck though as well. Bring it carefully back and down. And then we'll take the left hand over, clasp your fingers. Relax your shoulders, your arms, come up through the middle and stopping just again where you need to. Bring your arms back and down. Wherever you need to take it to today. Probably find your dominant wrist probably feels it a little bit more. Slowly back and down. Okay, now hands together, but open your palms up. Then from here, we're making a wave action with your hands. Stretching it out. Drawing the fingers back. Really open up your armpits. As you come up. Go the other way. Really stretch back your palms. Try and really make that smooth. So you're really working through the shoulders, activating your arms, stretching your hands out. And then release. Taking your opposite arm across towards your opposite knee. Continue that journey round and look over your shoulder. And then let's go the other way. Clasp your fingers down behind your body. Gently draw your head forwards. Tap your chin towards your chest. But try and keep the spine nice and tall. And tap your chin slightly across, looking down towards your hip on one side. To the other shoulder. And then bring the head back on up, letting your arms come forward, stretch between the shoulder blades, breathing in, coming up, breathing out, opening your arms out nice and wide. And again, let's bring those arms forwards, tucking the head in, breathing in, breathing out, opening it back and wide. One more time, wrap the arms forwards, get that stretch between the shoulder blades, breathing in, pull yourself up high, and breathing out, open back. Alright, settle your shoulders down, open your collarbone up. We are all finished for today. Very, very well done today.